a hosta that I just kind of stuck on the edge next to the dappled willow right in front. I just set it there to see if it will work, and I think it will, so I'll plant that. I want to get every pot, all the small pots anyway, in the ground before I start my travel. I have a couple of trips I have to make. And these are my cherry tomatoes. And I tell you, these things are so good. So I'm glad to see that we have plenty. I have two varieties in here. I have the cherry tomato, and then I have the yellow pear. Yeah, so we have the sun sugar and we have the yellow pear. I haven't tasted the yellow pear, but the sun sugar are delicious. Oh, there's another variety in here. One I started from seed. And this is started March 1st in a large pot, and super sweet. And in the center, I have basil. And basil is a good companion plant for the tomato. And these are cucumbers, no signs of cucumbers yet. And here I have my beefsteak. I grew those last year, and oh my gosh, so good. And they get so large. I have the baby in here. I may have to remove one of these. So yeah, I'm gonna prune that, take off a couple because they're too close. I want them to be able to grow without interruption. And I have a variety of basil, sweet basil, that I grew from seed. And this is my lemongrass. You make tea and kinds of things. So, okay, I was showing you the basil. And I have another super sweet, the cherry tomatoes in here. So there's 3 different vines growing in here. We have plenty of tomatoes. And these are the sweet potato slips that I grew from the potato head inside. And these are the Hawaiian chili pepper plants, started from seed. Brought the seed back from Hawaii. And they are doing really well. No signs. They're doing very well. No signs of peppers yet though. But they look very healthy. Pleased about that. That's an apple seed. Grew that from a seed in the apple. Don't know how far it's gonna go, but we're gonna watch it. Okay, that's what's on the deck. Such a pretty flower. So pretty. And my oak leaf has done so well. And this is my broccoli that came back from last year. Looking good. fruit this year. That would be exciting. Okay, this is the hosta that I need to get in the ground. Like that, and I think I'm gonna put it right there next to the yarrow. And I have to put this begonia in the ground, or either, oh, good morning, bee, or put it in a larger pot. And look at here, the limelight hydrangea is ready to blossom. And this is the second year. Last year was a little baby, so I didn't get any flowers at all. But we're gonna have flowers this year. And this is the elderberry lace. I had to take out of the ground because the leaves were frying. So I took it out and I put it over here where it's not getting too much. It's not getting all day sun. I think that's what was causing the damage. But don't know for sure because I have two. The other one is fine and it's in all sun. Same thing with the sunshine ligustrum. Had that in the ground, so I guess it's a soil problem. Must be the soil. This is a dappled willow that I pruned off of the shrub, and that one is over here. Yep, so I just cut it off of the mother branch, and the mother tree stuck it in water, and it's doing very well. And this area stays wet. They like wet soil, so that one's doing really good right there. And over here is the other elderberry, which is doing fine in direct sun. In fact, it's got new growth. Elephant ears are doing very well. Now these are from the small bulbs. When I purchased them from Lowe's, I had two small ones and one large one. So this is two. Oh, I got a rose bush in my shoe. Hold on a second. The two smaller bulbs. This is another piece of the dappled willow. Stuck it in a pot, and look how well that's growing. Yeah, it's very easy to propagate a lot of plants. Okay, and this is my Ormeria. We did have a couple of pretty blooms on there. Look like there's one inside, yeah. Covered up. Yeah, it looks like the hydrangea, but it's not. And we have the purple passion grass. Okay, let me show you the other elephant ear. The large one. It was double the size of this bulb. And look at that. But I believe it's the pot. I put it in this very large pot that did not have good drainage. So I did poke. I drilled a couple of more holes. It was just this one here, and I never saw water coming out of it. So I put another hole here and another one there. So it seems to be doing better since I did that a few days ago. Ooh, look at my, what is this called? The rocket. I think it's rocket something. Anyway, so that was the comparison. So it doesn't matter what size bulb you get, because the smaller ones are doing just fine. And put on a tremendous amount of growth. Okay, here's the other limelight in a different spot. That one is blooming a lot more, budding. So we have several buds on this one. And this is the dog fennel that we took out of the woods. And it seems to be putting on new growth, so I think it's going to be just fine. And this is a natural mosquito repellent. They don't like the scent of the, and I don't smell anything, but apparently they smell something. Okay, this is what I worked on yesterday. Leveled out the bottom step with the glue and the granite to give that some support, make it more sturdy. I planted the Japanese red fern right there, and then I filled in. I wanted to line the steps with, so I had grass growing all along here, and that had washed out, so I replaced that. And that's a good look at the fern. It seems to be happy so far. I mean, it's standing upright, looking good. This is what I did. This is solid. So I'll put another layer. Stairs, and I want to create something, some covering for this, because that's not a good look. So this is moss. I think I'm gonna wet it. I'm trying to see if it'll take root. This one looks like it's doing better. So maybe that piece was just too big. I'm gonna cut that and put some, spread it out. So anyway, still got work to do here, but it's getting there. And this is the pathway. Front to the back. And it got washed out a few times from hard rain, so I did the same thing. I ripped up some of that landscape fabric, because what that was doing, it was actually just sliding on it. So we took that up and mashed it into the dirt. Anyway, that's where we are. I planted the piece of the weeping willow that I got from Home Depot. Yep, trying to get that in the ground, so that's in the ground. We'll see how it does here, because it does like to be in moist soil. Alright, and that's the other juniper bed. Work in progress. Haven't quite decided how I am going to finish that, so that's that. I'm just looking at that's also part of the weeping willow, but it looks like something's eating the leaves off of it. And it's in the protected area. And this is my makeshift arbor. So I can come out and tuck them in a little bit. Yeah, this is star jasmine, and it puts off a really nice fragrance. I don't see any flowers on it right now, but it was blooming fiercely about a month ago. But anyway, hopefully we'll get some more before the summer's over. Watermelon that I started from seed right at the top of this slope, and looks like it's doing pretty good. I'm gonna take the cage off. I had it covered to protect it from the pests while it was very small and fragile. So now, so it can really stretch out. And I see a little tiny little blossom on it. So maybe it needs to get pollinated too. Anyway, that's my watermelon. Let's see, what kind is it? Oh, I put 2 seeds. So it's good to do these tags. It's the watermelon garden called a leader. And it was planted April 27 from seed. So hopefully, I'll get a good harvest out of this. Let's make like a half a day out here pulling weeds. And they're back. They are back. That's why what I did is I put, I can't remember the name of this, but ground cover to kind of fill in so I wouldn't, well, either they'll cover up or they'll squeeze out the weeds. And this is my crimson queen Japanese maple. And oh, I got to spray again. That white fly or aphids. I'm not sure which, but I have no organic spray. I'm gonna come and spray it. And I have to find a spot to plant it. I don't know. Right here, it likes shaded area, so I might just put it right there where it sits. And this is the blueberry bush that produced really well, and they were delicious. And I had it covered, so I got most of my blueberries. The birds may have gotten one or two. Came out one morning and saw a few on the ground, so I know they were trying to get at it. What I did is I put this knitting around the bottom, and then the bag ended where this started. So I got maybe 3 dozen blueberries, and more than that. It was a lot. Very pleased. I'm wondering if they're going to put out another harvest. I don't know, but that would be nice. But in the meantime, I'll look for another tree that's already producing, because I do want, this is the peach sorbet, and there's one that, I forgot the name of it, but I want to try that other tree. So maybe I'll do that today. Head out to the nursery, because it's going to be too hot to do too much in the yard. I'm about to go in, have me a cup of coffee, and get on with my day. You guys have a good one. Thanks for watching. And if you liked, hit like. I'm trying to give out more information so I can get some more likes. All right, have a great day. Bye.